and learn together. But clearly, during a pandemic, we're not going to be gathering around a table, touching the same things, leaning over and talking to each other face to face. So what we've been doing is thinking about a way to turn that visual, tactile language of Ketso into something that can be used for remote and blended workshops and teaching. And in particular, to find a way to help get a break from the screen and to help people to clarify their ideas and to really get people to be able to have a voice in just the way that Ketso makes sure that everybody is heard in normal times. So instead of sitting around a table, each person has their own individual Ketso station. And this kit can be used in a variety of ways. So with our students so far during teaching, there's now kits in 6 different universities and 4 different countries. People are using them in online workshops and tutorials where it's very interactive and you do several stages. Quick breakout sessions for just a quick, you're doing a normal lecture, stop and say, right, we'll have 10 minutes just to think about this key issue or 5 minutes to think about questions. In self-directed study, so in particular in Ohio State, for instance, Shoshana Inwood is using Ketso with her students for them to do preparation for each lecture, gather key ideas from their readings, in essay and dissertation planning, and in problem solving. So far, the student feedback has been very positive. It's helping them engage, it's helping bring structure, and helping them feel part of a learning community, which is part of what's really been missing in this fragmented and disengaged time. So for this demonstration, what I'm wanting to do is think about engaging with our students during the pandemic. So I'm going to get you to actually have a go with this. We're asking the question of what's working in terms of engaging with our students. If you're not a teacher, I know Barnaby, if you could just think of engaging with the people you're working with, and Camille, you're thinking of just what's working in terms of engaging with your stakeholders. Each time we're going to take time on our own to develop our ideas before sharing them in a breakout group. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 3 minutes. I'm going to ask different questions using a different leaf color at each stage. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to write your ideas. And if you could write on the colored side of the leaf, you can use more than 1 leaf if your idea doesn't fit. Write 1 idea per leaf. You'll have 3 minutes. If you don't have leaves, just write ideas down on a sheet of paper. If you've got colors, that's great. Brown leaves, you could take the brown leaves out, and if you could take the waterproof pen, the water-soluble pens, you can wash these later with your blue wash bags. 1 idea per leaf. What is working best to support students in their learning at this time, or to engage with our stakeholders at this time? So we're going to give you 3 minutes, and then I'm going to give you a couple more instructions and pop you into a breakout room. Okay, so you've got 3 minutes to write what is working best to support students in their learning at this time. So what I'd like you to do now is, once you've written these ideas down, I'd like you to place them on the felt, use the plain side of the felt to start with, and if they're similar, put them near each other. If they're dissimilar, put them further apart. You can create clusters, just pop them on the felt, and take one of the colored icons to choose one top idea you'd like to share with your group. Okay, so I'm going to put you in breakout groups in just a moment. When you're in the breakout room, each person's going to share 1 idea, one person, 1 idea at a time. You'll have 5 minutes in total with a 1-minute countdown, at which point, at the end of that 1-minute countdown, you'll be whisked back into the main room. You can hold up your felt, choose 1 idea, and 1 person is going to be the facilitator. And in each room, it's going to be the person whose name begins with the letter closest to the beginning of the alphabet. So Amy, if your name begins with an A, you're the facilitator. And the facilitator's job is literally just to go round the circle and say, John, it's your turn. Jane, it's your turn if you'd like to say something. Keep it brief. You've got 5 minutes. And at the end, the person whose first name begins with the letter nearest the end of the alphabet will be feeding back 1 key insight per group. Check your breakout group number, which is on the top left-hand corner, so you know which group you are. And let's pop you into breakout rooms.